Have you ever trusted someone too much and paid dearly for it? Have you ever felt that your kindness was perceived as weakness? What you are about to hear, many refuse to admit to themselves. And it is precisely that inner silence that cost you the most. Machiavelli once said, "He who wishes to be good at all times will inevitably be ruined among those who are not." Nietzsche would add, "He who fights monsters must take care not to become a monster himself." And you, are you fighting the right monsters? Or are you simply embracing your own mistakes and calling them virtues? We live in an age where everyone wants to be heard, but very few want to listen, where value is measured in likes and silence is mistaken for weakness, where the most foolish men are not the most ignorant, but those who are ignorant of their own foolishness. This video is an unforgiving mirror, one that reveals the traits of stupidity not in others, but in ourselves. In our tendency to talk too much, to trust without discernment, to act out of pure impulse without strategy, and to blame the world for everything we do not have the courage to face. This is a conversation for those who are tired of being manipulated, for those who sense something is wrong without knowing exactly what, for those who suspect the enemy may be closer than it appears, within. If you have ever felt frustrated by your own kindness, your generosity, your hope, then this conversation is for you. Now take a deep breath, and let us descend together into the labyrinths where stupidity disguises itself as virtue, in the light of the truth you already knew, but dared not speak. You see that man who apologizes even when he is the one who is wronged, who smiles awkwardly while the world pushes him aside, who reaches out to help even when no one asked him to. Many call him good, but Machiavelli, if he were here, would say coldly, "This man is stupid." We live in an age where kindness has become a dogma, an almost religious ideal, untouchable. But the truth that only a few dare whisper in the dead of night is that kindness without discernment is nothing but an entry ticket to the circus of manipulators. The foolish man believes kindness is enough. He thinks that if he is good, the world will return that goodness. But the world is not a clean mirror. It is a battlefield. And on that field, naivety wears the uniform of kindness and walks straight into the trap. And deep down you know this, because you have already been the one who gave too much, who said yes out of fear of losing an affection that was never real. The foolish man confuses tolerance with virtue, calls his weakness empathy, and is proud of his patience even when it is nothing but fear of conflict. He rarely sets limits, tolerates insults disguised as smiles, laughs at jokes that demean him just to keep the peace. What he does not understand is that the world respects those who assert their presence, not those who hide behind good intentions. Because the manipulator spots him from afar, the narcissist feeds on his generosity. The opportunist tests him day after day until they have stripped away the last drop of his dignity. Machiavelli knew this. It is not the good man who survives. It is the strategist, the one who knows when to give and when to refuse, when to forgive and when to simply walk away. True strength does not lie in being good all the time. It lies in justice toward yourself, in the ability to say no, to show that there is a line that will not be crossed. You can be good, but only if your goodness is a conscious choice, not a reflex of fear. If what you just heard resonated somewhere within you, if you feel that something here truly speaks to you, subscribe now to this channel and turn on the bell so you don't miss any of these truths, because every new video is another piece in the construction of your inner clarity. Observe a man in silence. Do you respect him? Perhaps you even fear him. Now observe the man who never stops talking, giving his opinion as if the world were begging for his wisdom. Do you respect him, or do you simply put up with him? Machiavelli understood the value of silence better than anyone. In his view, power is built more by what one keeps silent than by what one says. And the foolish man does not know how to stay silent. He talks because silence frightens him, as if the absence of words would disintegrate him. He reveals his plans to strangers, shares his weaknesses with those who have proven nothing to deserve them, lays bare his inner world like an open book abandoned on a park bench. He does not speak out of wisdom, but out of need. He does not share to create a bond, but to be validated. He rushes to tell his dreams, his wounds, his grievances, believing that opening up is a sign of strength. But this strategy-free transparency amounts to walking naked among predators. He turns his own words into ammunition for those who want to bring him down. He gives power to those who do not deserve it. And the most tragic part, he believes he is being authentic. He says, "I am who I am. I say what I think." But this strategy-free transparency is like opening a safe without knowing who is watching. The wise man first observes, listens, analyzes, calculates. He knows that every word has a price. Machiavelli taught that silence is both a tactic and an armor. A man who masters silence is unpredictable, and the unpredictable is feared. Who intimidates you more, the one who talks non-stop, or the one who's silent, simply watches you? The foolish man talks, even when he should simply listen. He defends himself when silence would be his greatest weapon. And in doing so, he gives away his essence, his weak points. He becomes an easy book to read. If you want to be respected, learn the weight of silence, not the silence of omission, but the silence of wisdom. The kind of silence that unsettles because it conceals an ocean of intention behind a calm gaze. There is an image I never forget. A man opening the door of his home to a stranger simply because he smiled. It seems absurd, and yet many people live this way. They hand over their heart, their secrets, sometimes even their destiny to those who have never been tested. The foolish man confuses charm with character, believes that soft words are a sign of pure intentions, offers his trust like tossing a flower into the wind, and this is a symptom of emotional blindness. A wise man tests. He observes small gestures, silences, habits. He understands that character is not revealed in promises, but in repeated decisions, in moments of crisis, in reactions when no one is watching. The foolish man gives his trust as if handing a glass of water to a thirsty stranger without asking where he comes from or what he wants. And then, when he is betrayed, he plays the victim, as if the world were obligated to be fair to someone who lacked the courage to be selective. Trust is a rare currency, and every currency has value because it is rare. The foolish man does not understand this. True trust is built, stone by stone, gesture by gesture, and Machiavelli would say that the real mistake lies in having trusted too soon. The manipulator loves the man who trusts quickly. All it takes is to appear sincere, to say the right words, which sound like a melody to the ears of those who need to believe that the world is good. But the world is neither good nor bad. It is neutral, and it demands vigilance from us. Because if you do not test the character of those around you, one day your blind trust will be the door through which your downfall enters. There is a type of man who believes he is strong because he feels everything intensely. He cries loudly, shouts forcefully, revolts with passion. But Machiavelli would say this man is not strong. He is simply vulnerable, and not in the good sense. Unmastered emotion is not a force. It is a weakness that screams to be taken seriously. The foolish man acts on impulse. One word wounds him. One rejection throws him off balance. One mistake, and he explodes. But the world does not respect explosions. It observes and acts against those who are disarmed by their own emotions. He displays his anger where he should smile. He complains where he should stay silent. He accuses where he should observe. And when life knocks him down, he does not ask, "What can I learn?" He asks, "Who can I blame?" The fool does not own his failures. He blames the government, his family, his friends, bad luck, never himself. A man may fall 1,000 times. What defines him is not the fall, but what he does with it. The strong man sees pain as a teacher. The fool treats it as a spectacle. He says, "No one understands me," but has never made the effort to understand himself. He waits for recognition, but does not build respect. And while he laments, those who truly hold power observe and surpass him. The most tragic stupidity is to live as if emotions justify everything, to fail to understand that every poorly calculated reaction has a price, a broken relationship, a missed chance to grow, and worse still, to live as a prisoner of one's own chest, believing the world must adapt to one's inner storm. Machiavelli did not write to judge. He wrote to warn. He had understood better than anyone that the greatest dangers do not come from declared enemies, but from the naivety lodged in the hearts of those who refuse to grow. The fool is not the one who is ignorant, it is the one who refuses to see, who prefers the fairy tale of goodness to the clarity of strategy. And the saddest part is that he believes he is doing right, because no one ever told him that in this world, kindness without strength is weakness. That transparency without discernment is exposure. That trust without testing is an invitation to disaster. And that unfiltered emotion is a weapon for those who wish to manipulate him. But now, you know. And this knowledge is a fork in the road. One path is called continuity, where everything stays as before, comfortable, predictable, fragile. The other path is called transformation, and it is brutal, for it demands silence, firmness, deconstruction. But it leads inevitably to a place few ever reach, power over oneself. I remember a night a few years ago when I was betrayed by someone I trusted blindly. I found myself alone, sitting on a chair in an empty kitchen, staring at my phone as if it were going to give back what I had lost. It was not just the trust that had vanished. It was the image I had of myself. The image of the man who believed that by being good, nothing bad could ever happen to him. And there, in the silence of that night, I heard a voice, not shouting, but whispering, "You are not good. You are naive." It was painful to accept, but it was liberating, because it is only when we acknowledge our own foolishness that it ceases to dominate us. I do not know where you are in your life, but if you have made it this far, it is because something in you is seeking more than comfort. You are seeking the truth, even if it burns. If this conversation has shaken you, made you think, disturbed you, then good. That discomfort is sacred. It is the first sign that there is something in you ready to transform. Thank you for staying until the end. Thank you for allowing these words to enter your mind. This is not mere content. It is a conversation between two souls.